Hello students and welcome back to our English expressions video series. In this 18th video in our idiom of the week series, we're going to focus on one idiom for this week, and it is put your best foot forward. All right, so we have the image here putting, not literally, this is a metaphor or an expression we use, but when we say that we want to put our best foot forward, it means we want to do our best or we want to put our best effort in. I'm going to dive into more details regarding sentences we can use with this idiom, go deeper into the meaning, and also talk about how exactly it can come up in the English language. So, my name is Ben with English from A to Z, and let's get started. Our idiom of the week, number 18, put your best foot forward. So this gentleman, or I believe, with his long pants and his shoes, he's putting his best foot forward. It could be either foot. We don't really mean left foot or right foot in English. We just mean put our best foot forward. We don't have a best foot, as you know, so this is not to be taken literally. It is to be taken metaphorically. But when we mean put your best foot forward, it means to embark, meaning to start something new, a new endeavor, a new initiative, a new presentation, a new hobby, a new interest, but mainly to give it your best effort possible and trying as best as you can. So the meaning again is to embark or start something new and to give it your best effort possible and trying as best as you can. Basically to do your best. Try your best, do your best, work as hard as you can, put your best effort in. So that's the meaning. And two examples I have here in terms of English sentences where this idiom could be used. Number one, we have Jeremy decided to put his best foot forward by applying to Harvard College because of his grade point average and excellent SAT scores. For those of you who don't know, outside the United States, the SAT is, I believe it's the Scholar Aptitude Test. If I'm not mistaken, I took it over a decade ago, but it still exists. So Jeremy decided he's going to put his best foot forward. He's going to go all the way. He's going to put the effort in to apply to his favorite college, in this case Harvard in Massachusetts. And I should say because of his grade point average, likely it's a high or a good grade point average, a high grade point average or a good grade point average, and excellent SAT scores. Because he has a good GPA and a good SAT score, he has decided to put his best foot forward by applying to Harvard College. So that's putting his best effort in his college applications and to go all the way to apply to a very difficult school in Harvard and seeking to get into that university. Number two, Veronica decided to take the initiative by putting her best foot forward and volunteering to do the important presentation at work tomorrow. So she decided to take the initiative. She's the one who's going to present. She puts her best foot forward and volunteers to do the important presentation at work tomorrow. So she's going to put the effort in, but first she had to take the initiative. She had to put herself out there to her colleagues. She volunteered, raised her hand, spoke up, and she is volunteering to do the important presentation at work tomorrow. So in these two instances here, Jeremy decided to put his best foot forward in by applying to a difficult school, even though he probably didn't have to. He could apply to other schools. But because of his grade point average and excellent SAT scores, he decided to apply to Harvard. And Veronica, she didn't have to do this presentation. It wasn't mandatory in this case. But she decided to take the initiative, put her best foot forward, and volunteer to do the important presentation at her job. So we can see, based on these examples and the meaning, put your best foot forward is used as an idiom to describe situations in our lives, different situations, but usually at work or at school or for a hobby or interest that we have, where we put the most amount of effort in and focus specifically on getting a result out of it. And we do that by doing the best that we can in this effort. So there are times in our lives where we have to volunteer to do a presentation at work, where we have to apply to a school that we want to get into, or where we have to work on a project with other classmates, or when we decide to take upon a new hobby like tennis, like a sport like tennis, or a hobby like, I don't know, basket weaving or stitching or knitting, you name it. But basically we want to put the most effort in. We want to do our best. We want to get a result out of it. We want to get into that school. we want to ace that presentation, or we want to succeed at a hobby, we are number one. In this case, we are number one focused on getting result out of what we do and doing the best that we can possibly do at it. So we're doing the best we can with what we can offer in our effort in our work, and we're doing it towards work, to school, towards school, or for a hobby. So that's how put your best foot forward is used. I gave you some examples, and we also have the meaning here. So hopefully at home you're taking notes. Make sure to write down the meaning, read the examples, and also think about how we use put your best foot forward. So that is, again, our idiom of the week. So thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate you subscribing, following, watching the videos. It really helps my English from A to Z YouTube channel out for my business. Check out our other great YouTube videos for learning the entire English alphabet from A to Z, to fixing your sentence or grammar errors to improve your English. Don't forget to hit the like button below for this video, or hit the subscribe button, please, to follow us here on our YouTube channel and to be the first to know about new videos. If you have any questions or would like to subscribe to our official newsletter, please go to our website, www.englishfromatozcom.com/newsletter. Thank you all again so much for watching, for liking, for subscribing, and I'll see you all soon for another English Idiom of the Week video. Take care now. Bye-bye.